Good evening, guys. This is Dr. Narayani from School of Health Sciences, hereby to teach Medical Biochemistry, MPC 120, Unit 5. Under Unit 5, in today's class, we are going to see about three topics, that is diabetes mellitus, lactose intolerance, and gouty arthritis. These diseases were the disorders of metabolism. That means the breaking down of the complex products into simpler products in our body. So during metabolism, some disorders, some deficiency will happen. Because of that deficiency, some disease may occur. So in today's class, these three disorders we are going to. Right? Next, diabetes mellitus. What is this diabetes mellitus? Group of metabolic diseases in which there are high blood sugar levels over a prolonged period, and this high blood sugar may be because of insulin production and deficiency. Insulin is responsible for the maintaining blood glucose level. This insulin were produced by pancreas in our body. So, if there is an increase of insulin production or if there is a deficiency of insulin production, then it results in a disease or disorder called as diabetes mellitus, where the major symptom of this diabetes mellitus include frequent urination, increased thirst, and increased these three were the main, and we are going to see the sub-symptoms in the following slide. Right? Next, diabetes may cause because of two chances. One is either the pancreas not producing enough insulin in our body, or the cells of the body is not responding properly to the insulin. So you see, when metabolism takes place, our body cells will be active in the metabolism process. So during that time, our cells does not respond to this insulin production. So because of these two reasons, diabetes may occur. There are three main types of diabetes mellitus. One is type 1 diabetes mellitus, type 2 diabetes mellitus, and gestational diabetes. Let us see one by one. Next, what is this type 1 diabetes mellitus? How it will be? It results from the pancreas failure to produce enough insulin. So, there is the deficiency in producing insulin by pancreas in our body. Where this forms, they previously referred to as insulin-dependent diabetes mellitus. In earlier period, it is named as IDDM, that is insulin-dependent diabetes mellitus, or juvenile diabetes, where this cause is unknown. We don't know why it is, why there may be the reason for coming this diabetes mellitus. Next, type 2 diabetes mellitus. We have studied this diabetes mellitus may occur either because of two reasons, right? One is pancreas production deficiency occurs. Means number two, if the cells does not respond to insulin production properly. So the second reason is called as type 2 diabetes mellitus, where this begins with insulin resistance, a condition in which cells fail to respond to insulin properly. But this was already referred as non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. I already told that type 1 diabetes mellitus is referred as insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, and type 2 is referred as non-dependent diabetes mellitus or adult onset diabetes. The primary cause for this type 2 diabetes mellitus is excess body weight, and without any physical activity, this type 2 diabetes mellitus results. Next, gestational diabetes. It is the third main form that occurs in pregnant women. during pregnancy this may occur, and after delivery we cannot find this diabetes. So this diabetes may occur and we can cure it. Where this is the third main form and occurs in pregnant women without a previous history of diabetes. Then next is symptoms. Symptoms of this diabetes includes weight loss, then polyuria. Polyuria means increased urination, polydipsia, increased thirst, and polyphagia, increased hunger. I told already that there were three major symptoms of diabetes were excess urination, then increased thirst, and increased hunger. That is what polyuria, polydipsia, and polyphagia. These symptoms may develop rapidly, maybe within weeks or months in type 1 diabetes, while they usually develop much more slowly and may be subtle or are absent in type 2 diabetes. Next, in addition to those symptoms, it includes blurry vision. Blurry vision means the shape of the visibility may change. Then headache. Then fatigue. Fatigue means body pain. Slow healing of cuts. If we have any wounds or if we have any cuts in our body, it will not get. Then if we have any cuts in our hands or wounds, it will take time to clear the wounds. Then itchy skin. Prolonged high blood glucose can cause glucose absorption in the lens of the eye, which leads to changes in shape, resulting in vision changes. And a number of skin rashes that can occur in diabetes, which are collectively known as diabetic dermatomes. There may be the rashes which appear in the skin during diabetes. So these, there were three major symptoms, and these were the additional symptoms which can be found in diabetes patients. Next, complications. Complications. Why here I have added this complications? It is a disorder, right? So if diabetes is continued for up to 10 to 20 years, some complications may result in the diabetes patients. Number one, it will damage the blood vessels if there is a long-term presence of diabetes. Then diabetes doubles the risk of cardiovascular disease. 75% of deaths in diabetes are due to coronary artery disease or heart attack. These people may have heart attack very easily. And also there may be the attack of a stroke. So these were the major complications, and still there are more complications. Next, the primary complications of diabetes due to damage in small blood vessels include damage to the eyes, kidneys, and nerves. Damage to the eyes known as diabetic retinopathy. This is caused by damage to the blood vessels in the retina of the. So it may result in blindness. Damage to the kidney known as diabetic nephropathy, that lead to tissue scarring, urine protein loss, and chronic kidney disease. So that the diabetes patients will undergo dialysis. You hear that these diabetes patients want to undergo dialysis. Why? Because they may have damage in the kidneys because of long-term diabetes complications in their body, even though they undergo kidney transplantation also. Damage to the nerves of the body known as diabetic neuropathy, which is the most complication of diabetes. Next, diagnosis. Everyone knows that there is an easy diagnostic method for this diabetes mellitus. One is random blood sugar test. Random blood sugar test, they just take a blood, they just go for glucose level. Then fasting blood sugar test, that means before eating they want to check their status. Then oral glucose tolerance test. This patient they fast for the overnight, and early morning they will give this glucose, and after taking glucose, what will be the glucose level in their body? That is also. Then treatment, if there is the deficiency in insulin production in our body, and because of that diabetes mellitus occurs, means then they can undergo for insulin drug. And they want to maintain healthy diet, or even you can say balanced diet. They want to eat greens in lot amount than this carbohydrate source. Then physical activity, they want to do many work, they want to undergo exercises. Then I already said that if there is more complications because of this diabetes in their body, they can even undergo transplantation, like kidney transplant. Okay. Next, second disease, second disorder is lactose intolerance. Lactose that's present in our body, where lactase is the enzyme that is present in the small intestine. So when we take lactose rich product or dairy product, this lactase enzyme is responsible for breaking down this lactose component. So if there is a little amount of enzyme or enzyme production is less in our small intestine, then it results in lactose intolerance. So you can see the definition here. Too little of an enzyme produced in small intestine, that is lactase, which is responsible for lactose intolerance. Low levels of lactase, so that which is unable to digest the product. So if someone drink milk product like yogurt or like milk or chocolates, like milk products if they eat, dairy products if they eat, what happens? It does not get digested, it does not get break down into smaller components, so that they will get some problem, a gastric problem, etc. So that it will take to complications in their body. Okay. Next, symptoms. What are the symptoms of this lactose intolerance? It will occur within 30 minutes to 2 hours after eating or drinking foods that contain lactose. For example, if we drink milk, after 30 minutes to 2 hours, the symptoms start to arise in our body. What are the symptoms? It includes diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps. That's what it results in gastric problem. Then bloating and gas production. Next, causes. What is the major cause? I already said that because of enzyme, decreased production of enzyme called lactase. That is the main cause of this lactose intolerance. Where risk factors include age, premature birth, so that the organ present inside our body may not develop well. So premature birth is also one cause for this lactose intolerance. Disease affecting small intestines or some cancer. For example, some people they feel to go toilet in their whole lifetime. Why? One day they used to go 2, 3 times, 4 times toilet. Why? Because of this premature birth, their enzyme, the production of lactase enzyme has reduced in their body, in the small intestine. So that they may feel to go toilet 3 to 4 times per day. Then types, there are 3 types: primary lactose intolerance, secondary lactose intolerance, congenital or developmental lactose intolerance. It is nothing but primary, when initial stages, within 30 minutes to 2 hours if occurs, and it will be in our body for 1 to 2 days, then that is primary lactose intolerance. Secondary, it will be in our body for prolonged period, then that is secondary Then congenital or developmental lactose intolerance. When they took, I mean, the people, if they took dairy products, eventually, then this is lactose intolerance. So these are the types. Next, diagnosis and treatment. Hydrogen breath test and lactose intolerance test were the diagnosis method. Treatment. If the people were experienced with this lactose intolerance, they want to limit eating the milk and other dairy products. Then they include small servings of dairy products in regular meals. Why? To continue the enzyme action in intestine. So that we want to limit. Meantime, we want to add this dairy product during meal time to increase the digestion. Then eat and drink lactose reduced ice cream and add a liquid or powder lactose enzyme to milk to break down the lactose. And you can undergo for medications. If there is a prolonged or secondary intolerance type, then you can undergo for medication. Right? Then third one, gouty arthritis. Gout. This gout results in the condition which characterized by abnormally elevated levels of uric acid in the blood. You see, we are excreting the urine every day. In the urine, this uric acid going out, it is a toxic product. So, if there is a stock of uric acid in our body, then it may result in arthritis in the body. This uric acid go and settle down in the joints in the body. You see, especially in the leg and hand portion, the feet and the hand portion, finger portion. It attacks joint inflammation. That's what arthritis. Deposits of hard lumps of uric acid in and around the joint and decrease the kidney function. And so it results in kidney stone. So this uric acid, instead of excreting through urine from blood, it just go and settle down in the joints and it settle down in the kidney, result in gouty arthritis. Fine. Causes. What all are the next? What all are the causes and the symptoms of this gouty arthritis? One is excess uric acid in the blood. For example, if we take uric acid food in a high manner, then it may result in excess production of uric acid in the blood. Then uric acid is produced in the blood during the breakdown of purine chemical compounds that are found in high amount in certain foods such as meat, poultry and seafood. For example, I'm saying that if you are you may experience with this this thing. When you eat this meat and seafood products like fish, if you go urine, your urine gets a smell. What is that? Why this smell is coming? Because of excess production of uric acid in your body. Fine. Symptoms includes pain in the joints, ankle, foot, knee, and toes. Redness, finger become red color, or toe, finger, left finger also become red color. Then tenderness in the joint, stiffness, and swelling. Swelling is swell. Next, diagnosis and treatment. Diagnosis, X-rays and synovial fluid examination. Means if the uric acid go and settle down in the joints, they just take a fluid from the place where it settled. Stop. Okay. Then treatment, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Then painkillers. These were the treatments for this gouty arthritis. So hereby I am ending Unit 5. We have finished Unit 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Today's class we have seen the disorders of the body. I hope you remember and you received all the units, all the notes for these 5 units. So you study those 5 units for your Thank you, guys.